All right, my name's Dean McKerney, and I've been working for Propane Plus for almost 2 years now.
All right, Dean, so tell me about your day.
Well, days, I usually get to work about an hour early, and I start the trucks, get them warmed up, turn on the plant, get the stuff ready for the day. Paulette will come in the morning and give us our daily delivery tickets. Once we get the tickets, it's go out to the truck, and usually by the time it's ready to leave, I've already started the trucks for all the other drivers, so that when they get in, it's all warmed up and ready to go. Try to save time. So
okay. So you've been here with Propane Plus for?
It'll be 2 years, June 16th.
Ah.
I was hired June 16th of 2011.
And what did you do before that?
Before that, I was in the trash industry for the last 17 years.
Ah.
And I was tired of doing trash.
So this is a little cleaner.
Oh, this is definitely, definitely smells better. You get used to the smell of propane, and it's a good job, it's a good company.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm definitely glad I made the switch. 90% of the stops are fairly routine. You just, the delivery ticket will tell you whether to back in or drive in or fill it from the street, and then you just, you do a little bit of computer work, you drag the hose to the tank, you fill it, drag the hose back, and on to the next one. And during the blizzard, we got to work at 2 in the afternoon, and we were out there till 10 o'clock at night. That was exciting. Trying to go through the snow, the people in snowmobiles going by us as we crawl along at 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's all part of the fun of working in the wintertime.
What's driving one of these things in snow like?
These things are not very good in the snow.
Yeah.
You would think that because it's a big heavy truck that it would be good in the snow, but it's not. They slip and they slide all over the place.
Yeah.
You got big tires, you got a heavy load, a high center of gravity. So they tend not to be very well, they don't drive very well in the snow. So you go slow, you just drive accordingly.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's usually not so bad. None of us have wrecked one yet.
That's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing. But my first winter here was a nice winter to start learning to do propane. It was two winters ago. It was 50 degrees every day, so
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and this winter was a little worse, but at least I got a year of experience under my belt because I've driven trucks since '94, so it's not new to me to drive a truck. But I've never driven a propane truck, a liquid load. Something to get used to.
Yeah. You feel it in the truck, like swaying.
You can, like around corners and stuff. If the road is uneven, you can feel it swishing. But the tank has baffles, so it's not as bad as it probably was back in the older days.
Yeah.
But you can still feel like when you're trying to stop, and the gas comes forward, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
Tank's not going to need any because it's full.
Really?
Yep. You see the gauge is reading just about 80%. Well, for this delivery, they didn't get any gas, so on the ticket we just marked down the percentage the tank was at when we first got here, and then just initial it so they'll know who delivered.
Okay.
And then it just goes on the clipboard. Yeah, the nice thing about our delivery tickets is that they have all the information the driver needs to make the delivery. Where the house is located, whether you're driving in or backing in. It tells you how, everything you need to know as far as where the tank is. This is the one we want. Cameron Street or Cameron Way, Cameron Drive.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them? Wow.
So you just want to make sure you're at the right one.
It's bad for the fire department, huh?
Yeah. Okay. All I do is just take the delivery ticket,
Yep.
put it in the printer, and all the information you need is right on it as far as the price. So, put in, it asks for an access number, which really for the driver is just which customer you're at. So, this is our second one, so we put 2, hit enter, you scroll over to the price, which is $525.9, enter, start, enter. That's it. Then we go back and drag the hose.
So then once you're full, it just will print the amount?
Once the tank is done filling, I can print from the back of the truck, or I can come up front and print. Either way, I usually print from the back. It's just a little quicker. That way, when I get up in front, the ticket's already done. I can just pull it out.
Pretty cool.
Fill it up.
Wow.
That's unusual. This tank's at 35%, so this one will be able to fill up. Okay. You just attach the hose, just screws onto the valve. Okay, nice and tight. The gauges on most tanks aren't meant to be accurate. They're not really meant to be used. They're used as a guide.
Approximate,
Once you get close to the 80% mark, you use what's called a bleeder, which is on like a little valve you open. When you get a steady stream of propane like that, you know the tank is full. Back of the truck. Just use the red knob, put it to print, put it back, and then it's printing right now while I'm doing the rest of the stuff back here. Good. It saves time. I think it's already printed. Just take it out of the computer. Get our handy clipboard. We're going to put the percentage that the tank was when we got here. Was 25%. Put our initials. And then customer gets a copy. That's for the customer. Copy for us. We supply all our customers with a return envelope, which is a little convenience for them. And usually just stick it on the front door. Okay.
The long walk, huh?
This one's at 35%, so it's going to take about 550 gallons to fill it.
Wow. Oh, you do that remotely?
Yeah.
Ah,
The
that's
remote's
cool.
handy.
Yeah.
Basically, it's for just in case there's a problem with the truck. After you get all the way over here, it's just an easy way to shut the truck down quickly. So,
Yep.
obviously, you don't want any problems with the propane drug. Now, the flags are pretty much just for the winter time. Obviously, if we get a lot of snow,
Yep.
try to find an underground tank with all that snow can be tough. So usually I start flagging all my underground tanks around September. So by the time you get the first snow, hopefully the kids haven't stolen them. They tend to do that.
Really?
Yeah. Like if they have little kids, they put them on their forts and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get to flag a house a couple of times before the flag finally stays there.
So then all your tank is a little bump in the snow, huh?
Right. I mean, if you get a lot of snow, and especially this is all open, so if you get a drift, it's kind of hard to tell where the tank is.
Wow.
Unless you have a flag.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to be doing is shuffling around with your feet trying to kick snow around to try to find a tank.
Right.
When you're trying to get deliveries done.
Is there any difference in how the propane flows temperature-wise?
No.
No.
No. I mean, once it gets in the tank, I mean, obviously during the summertime, like we only fill the above ground tanks to 80% capacity because you need to leave room for that expansion. But underground tanks, because there's very little heat distribution underground, you can fill them to 90%, you just leave 10% room, and it tends to be all right. You definitely don't want to overfill a tank. Overfilling is bad.
It's a bad thing, yeah?
Yes, don't want to overfill a tank. In the wintertime, it's not, wintertime when it's cold, it's not as big a deal. I mean, if you overfill a tank, you need to call the office, let them know you overfilled one, and they can decide from there what they want to do. But during the wintertime, when it's always cold, it's not really as big a deal.
And what if you did overfill one? What normally would you do?
If this tank here, if I would overfill it to maximum capacity, I would call the office, let them know that they would have to send somebody out to evacuate some of the gas. If it's an above ground tank, they would normally just switch the tank out, bring another tank,
Yep.
take that one back to the shop and empty the gas out.
Yep.
It's something you really only want to do once.
Yeah. And
once you make that mistake, you don't want to do it again.
and what's the emptying procedure? How does it
I've
work?
never actually done it myself.
Okay.
I know that they attach it to a machine with a hose, and they flip it upside down, and it pretty much just drains out into our main tank.
Yeah, but what if it's underground?
If it's underground, I imagine they'd have to come out with a hose. And some of the trucks have an attachment where you can attach a hose to it and it evacuates from that way.
Yep.
But I've never seen it done. I've never overfilled an underground tank.
So you don't want to see it done?
No. If the tank were to get overfilled and then you just left it and it expanded so much,
Yep.
there's a relief valve, which is right here. This little cover hides the relief valve. And if the pressure inside the tank gets so great that it needs to come out, this is where the propane will come out of.
Yeah, okay.
Right here.
Yep.
It's
That's
very
the relief
loud,
valve.
and it's very scary, particularly for the customer.